when you're communicating your expertise and trying to reach your audience, you ideally want to have a surface level communication as you bring them in to address their specific problems, but as you have them in, you want to have their core problems addressed and solved. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Yeah. So if you look at our websites, there's always a mixture in the content of me talking about the technical elements of the solution, but also inculcating into the narrative the emotional elements that are in play, that are driving the need for the solution. And there, you're empathetic, and building relationships with people is really all about honesty, transparency, empathy, and showing your vulnerabilities, that you yourself are a human being. And that's why part of an intelligent content marketing strategy is to tell your story. People need to know your story, warts and all, and it doesn't have to be a massively compelling story. My story is not that, fascinating. It's as we've described on my blog, it's a tale of perseverance and endeavour. But it's not pretty, really. Ultimately, it's a story of hope, because I came good out of it at the end, thankfully. And what I have to share with people is something that they can emulate if they just take on board what I'm sharing with people now, and how I've thought about things, and how I've constructed the solution to my problem, and how we've now built up this body of material, the encyclopedia of intelligent content marketing. It's about understanding that you can be persuasive in the way that you put your proposition together. And by doing the reading that I've done on Cialdini, on Kern, certain Expert Secrets, certainly Expert Secrets by Russell Brunson, and also The Psychology of Human Misjudgment, which is a YouTube video that Charlie Munger appears in. It's actually just audio of a presentation he gave in Harvard in the 1990s. This was before Cialdini's work was published, in actual fact, but through his own observations over 30 or 40 years, Charlie Munger had come to understand the psychology of humans and how they make decisions based on factors that are going on in their lives that represent a serious source of misjudgment. Those materials and an understanding of the science of persuasion is absolutely vital when you're thinking about what your final proposition looks like, because it's got to be about the customer.